What's up? It's the real deal again with another video. This video is a message to the young brothers. Now, I get a lot of comments from you young brothers out here that's frustrated with life and frustrated that you feel that the elders has dropped the ball. But in defense, of the elders, I feel I need, with this video, to somewhat enlighten you on the real deal. I was born in 1963. Okay? Now, from 1963 to 1973. 73, I'm 10 years old. But in between me being born and between me reaching 10 years old, there was a lot of things going on in this country with the melanated community, fighting for equal rights and equal protection under the law, voting rights and everything else. Okay. Now, what I want to explain to you young dudes is this. During the civil rights movement, there was a lot of people, black, that did not want any part in what Martin Luther King was talking about. A lot of the generation before me, now, that's going back 20 years, because the average person has a child at, between 18 and 25 years old. So that's 1940 something. So my parents was born in the early 1940s, post-War II. So when I look at these comments with these confused young black men and they talk about the elders, what the fuck elder is you talking about that dropped the ball? And you really have no idea. Are you talking about your father, who's my age? Or is you talking about your grandfather, who's your father's father, if you know who he is? Now, look. 1973, I'm 10 years old. At the age of 10 years old, you aware of your surroundings. You can read, you can write, and you have some type of comprehension about what's going on in the world around you, far as spiritually and mentally. Now, what I witnessed at the age of 10 years old, 1973, black exploitation, Superfly, Shaft. You got these black dudes, man, they bad. They, on the movies, they, fuck you, hunky, the man. 5-0. Where the hell you think you get these terms from? You dig? The pink suits, the leisure suits. You guys don't know nothing about that. The big body El Dorado that was pimped out. You don't know nothing about that. And the colors that you wear, that faggot ass colors, you getting it from that. That's where it comes from. The fashion statements. But I'm getting off topic a little bit. Now, the elders that's over 65, not all of them You know, because you had a lot of elders over 65 that was like 25, 26 years old in the 60s, man. They wasn't trying to hear that Martin Luther King gibberish. You know, about let's hold hands. Black man, slave master, slave, you know, free at last, free at last. You know, we all know the quote. You know, motherfuckers wasn't trying to hear that shit. You know, but you had a vast majority, the masses of black people that was scared that the same motherfuckers that you see today, that they on the camera watching you being abused, watching the police just do what the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Or young men, they standing around watching, you know, women fight and all this shit. That's the same type of mentality and niggas that was in the 60s, man. But you had a big portion of the black men that wasn't trying to hear that shit. They was like, fuck them white boys. Fuck them. And that's the generation I grew up with. My father. Now I'm 54 years old. No children. No children. No, but I'm that motherfucking nigga that I don't want to have nothing to do with this integration. I don't want to have nothing to do with swirling. Now, I have nothing against a man being with a white woman. I have no problem with that for the right reason, because there is a such thing as genuine love. You know, sometimes love don't see no color. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes love don't see no color. Sometimes, and I'm going to stress that sometimes. But when you young dudes is talking about we didn't leave you shit, you not talking to me. You not talking to me. You better do your research and understand who you're talking to. You know, it's probably your grandpa and your grandmama that's still in that goddamn Christian church talking about praise Jesus, that blue-eyed white boy, that blonde-haired, blue-eyed motherfucking devil. You dig? You know, because the elders that I know, they passed and they would be in their 70s right now. The ones that I know. And I remember my father talking about them same type of black men that sold the fuck out, scared ass niggas. That's what he called them. Scared ass niggas. So that's my message to you, young dudes, man. You know, get it right. Get it right. You know, because a lot of you young dudes got this chip on your shoulder and you want to disrespect a motherfucker that's in his 50s. Now, I understand, you know, you got a lot of soft-ass brothers that's my age and shit like that, man, you know, because they pussy whooped, you know, and stuff like that. But don't walk up to the wrong elder talking this old yin-yang about, y'all drop the ball and you want to buck up. Nigga, I'll knock your ass out. You know? This didn't come easy. They didn't come easy. You know? But I understand what you are talking about. I understand it. I understand it. You know, but that over 65 generation, man, a lot of them motherfuckers, man, them the coons. Look at Bethune-Cookman College. You know, that elder, he's older than me, talking about if y'all don't respect Betty DuVos, you'll get your diploma mailed to you. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's them elders that I'm talking about. That's the type of elder that my father was talking about, you dig? You know, so, you know, young men, get it right. You know, get it right, man. You know, you got some cool ass elders, man. And even some of them over 65, a lot of them over 65, man, you know, they wasn't having it. It's an elder right now that do videos every day, tireless. He's a tireless warrior. He does it every day. You know, and he's one of them elders. He reminds me of my father. May my father rest in peace. You did. You know? So that's my message to you young brothers. I know I done went over my time. You know what I'm saying? But this needs to be said. It needs to be said. You know, a message to you young brothers about the elders. And I'm your man. The real deal. GI baby. Peace.